Welcome back, dear. Today, chapter 5.5, we've got triangles. Triangles, we all know that it has 3 sides and 3 angles, but we've got 6 types of triangles. So, as it's written here, triangles are classified by the sides and angles. So, if all the sides, if all the sides are different from each other, let's say one of them is 3 centimeters, one of them is 5, one of them is 8. I will call this triangle a scalene triangle. I will call the triangle a scalene triangle that no congruent sides. Okay, if I've got a triangle, so far I'm just talking about this sides, which is the outside part of the triangle. If 2 of the sides are congruent to each other, I will call this triangle isosceles triangle. If all the sides are congruent, all the sides have got the same measure, it's called an equilateral triangle. Okay, these were about the sides of the triangle. Now, about the angles of the triangle, I call one of the triangles an acute triangle if all of the angles are acute. When we say acute, it means it should be less than 90. The angle that we have, it should be less than 90. About obtuse triangle, one angle is enough for me to be more than 90. So the angle that we have more than 90, I call this an obtuse triangle. And of course, for right triangle, it's always right because it has a square inside. This is called a right triangle. These are the types of the triangles. So how will the questions come back? Exactly like question 1, 2, 3. Okay. So when they say classify the triangle according to its sides and angles, some students, they don't even read the question. Directly they go to the figure and then they answer, then they will be having mistakes. Why is that? Because the question is asking us about the sides and angles. So when I start with the sides in the figure, it has 2 sides that are congruent to each other. So I call this isosceles. And when I go into the inside part, the angle, it's square, so I call it right. So either I call it right isosceles or isosceles right. It's the same. Question number 2, I don't have any dashes. Like for the sides, I don't have anything that's congruent with each other. So I know that that's a scalene triangle, that none of the sides are congruent to each other. And when I go inside to the angle, I will see that one of the angles is bigger than the or greater than the other angle. So I call this what? Obtuse triangle. Question 3, 2 of the sides are congruent. So I know that that's an isosceles triangle. Okay. And when I go to the angles inside part, all of them is less than 90. So I call this acute triangle.